Okay. I am going to take a little walk. Oh, I do have my shades on, so thank goodness, because the sun is out. I'm wearing my sweater because, again, I have not introduced myself. This is Lou. And it's a beautiful day. And guess what day it is? It's April 20th. Happy 420, everybody. Hope that you are able to indulge and enjoy. April 20th only comes around once a year, right? However, it is a mindset. So 420 in the afternoon comes around every day. And maybe 420 in the morning for some people because they go to bed early and get up early. Good time to marinate your brain. I'm talking about, getting your juices flowing, your creative juices. That's only if you're in the right place, Not everybody can do that. And I'm not doing that these days. But I can respect that time of day for that creative juice thing going on. Another thing is, I don't know their exact times, the missionaries, what their schedules are, but they get up every morning early and have scripture study. Wow. Ducks flew right down here. Are they thinking that's water down there? There's 2 ducks, they're flying way down there. So I got interrupted and I'm not sure where I was. The dog's over here laying down. Hi. He's laying there looking at me. I'm gonna have to get back onto the road. Maybe I'll remember, maybe I won't. And I'm sorry if this sounds on your face. Here comes the car, so I'll stay on this side of the road. Maybe I'll get on the sidewalk. I was right where that car wanted to be. It always makes you wonder if they're pulling over just to talk to you. Or maybe she's like me. I used to deliver pizza. I would deliver pizza. It sounds like that's a friend. Because the dog's coming out to greet him. Sweet thing. Pretty cool. When a dog gets happy, excited because somebody's there. So the girl that was pulling up, or the car that was pulling up, was a girl. But, the dog recognized the car and it parked right where I was standing before. So trip. The dog who was laying down, peaceful, got up and jumped around with excitement. So, cool beans. Strange saying, cool beans. I gotta quit saying that. Because I picked it up from another person who said it because something was cool. Cool, and they added beans to it. Why? I don't understand. So I say something nonsensical to me. Okay. Man, I do. I hope my bones will be growing instead of, I'm not sure if I should be walking out here or not. That woman said I could. She wasn't the oncologist. Just, I gotta read that stuff. I need someone to read it for me. I'm gonna take the hormone blocker for a fact, because I am taking it. And I think I read on there where that I think that pill makes your bones soft. As a side effect or something. I'm not sure. It's maybe I was just thinking maybe that's part of a process too, because we're talking about the fact that, okay, the hormone blocker is supposed to get rid of the estrogen or block that hormone because the cancer loves that. So turning me into a man, not cool. No, just it's gonna turn on the hot flashes and all the misery and all that stuff that goes through depletion of your hormones. I thought I'd already been depleted anyway, you know, because I'm old enough to not be having to worry about that. But maybe you have to worry about it all your life. They got things out there to build up your hormones now, but I don't want to be doing that until I discover the way. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that I got to go through that is claiming great things for getting rid of cancer. So, but according to my oncologist, if I'm understanding right, she says we can melt that cancer away. But in the meantime, when you do that, it leaves all these holes. And you got to build your bones back or they'll collapse. So that don't sound good. So it's like, okay, you know, it'd be nice if you could just take this with a grain of salt, okay? Salt is what makes things savory. What was I gonna say? Like a caulking gun, okay? Like my skeleton, picture a skeleton, and then picture a puncture hole where you can stick in a caulking stick and then just squish in a whole thing of caulking. So it goes down and it fills in all your bones throughout your spine, you know? So boom, you got a solid bone structure. What do you think? Maybe they're already doing something like that. I don't know if that's a possibility, you know, if it all joins together, the skeleton. Surely it does not. But the important part, the spine, it's got to be able to move. And actually, they're all important parts. I was wondering about that too. Cancer is in the bones. Does that mean all your bones? You know, that means your skull too. Everything. So anyway, I'm doing 2 treatments as we speak because I'm doing the hormone blocker, which I should have been on for a while. And they didn't give it to me, and then I let the ball drop. I didn't go after it. Forgot all about it. And it does have its own side effects. Okay, like I said, if I'm remembering right, it's gonna make my bones soft. Okay, my bones are gonna ache, and I'm gonna have hot flashes, and I'm going to go through all this stuff. But hopefully that'll be doable. And hopefully, because I forget what's what, you know. I talked to the pharmacist about something, which is probably this hormone blocker. What did he say? Oh, he was saying, the thing I wanted to say was that he was saying maybe after a couple of months, your body gets used to it and then it doesn't bother you, type of deal. So, that's what I was trying to say. So there'll be some, according to the pharmacist, there'll be some bad side effects, you know, but maybe after a couple months it won't bother me. And then also, might not be bad side effects, just ow. See, so like my bone just snapped. Pop, snap, pop, a crack, you know, so right in my, down by my vertebrae, down by my tail, just below my waist. A little bit more than just below my waist. What a beautiful day. See, I don't need my sweater on probably. I can take it off. listening to some music there, some Spanish music. Trip. Life can be a trip. I should have my other shoes on. Go get up on the sidewalk until I get past this trailer. Okay, so this song ends in my head. Life is but a dream. Da 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 da. Or life can be but a dream or something. But there was Dream a Little Dream of Me. That was a trippy show. Not sure what year that was. Dream a little dream of me. La 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 la. La la la. Da 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 da. Whisper I love you. Da 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 da. As blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. So that was a trippy little show. I want to say the 80s. 80s or 90s or something. And it's, I can't remember it all, okay? Don't remember exactly what happened. But a young couple and an old couple, or maybe just one person of the couple, switched places, you know, the older person switched places with the younger person. So I know the guy did, and I'm not sure if the girl did. I'll have to go check that movie out. If it's available. Should be. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. As blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Okay. I guess the medical field is doing great wonders out there. It's just they need to, the insurance people need to cover the alternative medicines. Let people try what they want to. You're going to spend a fortune on the chemotherapy and all the other stuff. Why can't you put money into the ozone therapy, okay? Which is oxygen. Oxygen therapy will be great for a lot of people, maybe everybody. Just look at the air quality that we have. Anyway, the flowers over here are going to be dying pretty soon, I think. I got to get out of this guy's way before I be roadkill. Okay, I just want to show you this. That wasn't a very good picture I just painted, did I? Okay. See, the tulips are looking a little shabby. Some of them are doing okay, but you can see. They're kind of falling apart. She's got a nice truck. La da da da. La la la. Do 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 do. La da da da. love me. Okay. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Do-do-do-do. When we're together. Yeah. Our grass and this garbage can stinky. Here comes a noise. Ow. Okay. I have to slow down just a little bit. Maybe I should get back on the sidewalk over here. I'm not sure what that was. That was a little thing. There was a big person on it though, I think. But it was a little teeny tiny motorbike, but I wouldn't call it a motorcycle. Maybe he'll come back this way. He's on the other side of those bushes, so you can't see him. But it's a small thing, so I'm not even sure if you're supposed to be on the road. Probably shouldn't be on the road. Okay, so when I get to the house, I'm going to stop because of how my back is feeling. Okay, so I was talking about those pills. So far, here's my treatment. The hormone blocker, which is making my bones soft, is what I think I read. And then the infusions. The infusions are once a month. And maybe after a little while, it might go to once every 3 months. I'm not sure. But when you have the infusion, and not just when you have it, like right now, all the time, because you have it once a month, it must stay in your system, I would think. And so you have to take calcium and vitamin D3. You need 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium, and then you need at least 800 units, if not, more. So that part is easy, but you need to take it every day, so it's in your system, because that's what this infusion is using to build your bones back up with. So it's an important component. So there's a 3-component deal. You go in once a month and you get this IV solution put in you. It took about a half an hour. It takes a half hour to get it all in you. And then, so I would assume that it lasts a month. And you just make sure you take the vitamin D3 and the calcium so that it has something to work with to build your bones. And maybe it's not just to counteract this hormone blocker, it is to help build the bone back up where the cancer has taken the bone away or something like that. That's the way I'm understanding it. I've seen my oncologist the one time, and when I called up there to talk to her before, she was gone for 2 weeks. So there might be another week before she gets back, I'm not sure. And I've got to find out, I'm not really sure when my next appointment is. I thought that she was giving me that and all that paperwork. And I skimmed through the paperwork, okay? So I didn't take the time to zero in on the print. So for skimming, because I can't see that well with these glasses. I need a little bit better Better sight. Anyway, a lot of times with your glasses, you've got to have them just so. You know, you have them so far away from your face. And so it's still a matter of just finding the right place where you can see. But this last guy that did my eyes, I don't think he did it very well. It was a twofold thing, okay? The prescription was given to me here, so the eye exam. And then I took it back to Colorado with me and had my eyeglasses done there because I knew them people. And it's all Walmart, you know, it doesn't matter where you're at. So I had the eyeglasses put together there. Well, put those things on my face, I could not see. I'm going, I can't see through these things. So anyway, part of the other problem was that I was trying to get rid of this line across my face, okay? I zero in on that line so that I don't get dizzy. That was the reason for the bifocals with a line. But what I'm trying to say is I want to do away with that line. I want that to go away so that you can see my eyes instead of this line across there. So anyway, I also thought about getting contacts, but I'm not sure how that would work. See, instead of worrying about bifocals, I should just have, for my normal sight, I want to say far away sight, but it's just I don't know what it would be called. Instead of the very close up, I could get a reader for that. And that way I can still see details and do everything, drive down the street, because that's what you need, is to be able to see past the close up. That bifocal there is to help you to read print. And these days they make print so little. No, it's not just that I can't see. But they do. They have so much they have to put on the label that the letters are so little. And then they put them on their light because they don't want you to see what it is. Palisade, that's what that is, a Hyundai. Anyway, that's cool. It was cool how the dog reacted to this person. Got totally excited and jumped up. Okay, so I'm not sure what time you guys are doing your thing, but happy wedding day, Melissa and your husband. It might have already happened by now. But what a day to get married on, huh? Hope you have a happy, happy, happy life. And Amber too, for her big day when she did. Anyway, life is a trip, isn't it? Yeah, the sun feels really great. So I probably need to take the sweater off to see how it feels. Well, this is Dad's. Well, you can sure smell that grass. Should go turn that chicken up. There's a chicken laying down over there. When I say a chicken, I mean a statue of a chicken. I had chickens on my place. We had a whole bunch of them things. Probably should water the yard. Looks to me like it needs water. And there's still balloon stuff here. Sienna and Luke. Sienna was cleaning it up because Luke had gone home. Anyway, I'll show you. The chicken is laying down taking a nap. Okay, so there's 3 little ones and a owl and a hen This is a hen. My goodness, that thing's heavy. Oh, right there. It's gonna fall over. Little girl. Yeah, you're gonna fall over. You're too heavy. Okay, there. Maybe that'll work. Okay, give me that little thing. Ow. Ow. Now that ain't funny. Oh, I should turn the water on. There's a bear. I just got the hen up and the other little chicken up. The rooster's a big one. I like these little statues. I don't know if you can see them very well. Anyway, that's like maybe a mother and 3 children. Need to get out here and clean up all the stuff so you can see them. Anyway, it's pretty. I like little angels, I guess. Little cherubs. But they're like, I mean, that's what children are, angels, right? So yeah, I need to find a squirter and put on the hose, and then I can squirt the yard. So we really should be getting irrigation. In other words, the sprinkler should be coming on because I can see that it needs it. Okay. Oh, I don't know how much walking I got done, but that's almost 30 minutes. It's 27, 28. Okay. All right. It does feel a lot better in here than it does out there. Once you get the sun going on and you start getting hot. Okay. So, I need to have a smoothie. I haven't done that in a long time. When my sugars showed up so high. Yeah, so I should write that down. Okay. This would be north. South. Okay. I got carried away and did something that while you guys were watching, huh? Okay. I've drawn out a map of my place in Colorado, and so I was just putting the north, south, east, and west on it. And I was also drawing where the fences are, because there is quite a bit of it fenced, but it's missing. The west side of the property, 1/4 of a mile, needs to be fenced. That'll take you from the back to the front. And then across the front on that side of the property, I'm not sure how many feet that is, okay? But it is, it's no more than 1/8 of a mile, I don't think. Anyway, the point is, it wouldn't take much to fence in the whole perimeter of the property, but in a type of a fencing for cows, okay? And then really it needs to be stabilized. In other words, I bought the post to, you have to have corner support, and then along the middle, because it's a 1/2 mile. Is that right? 1/4 mile. It's 1/4 mile because it was a 1/2 mile all the way across the front. But there's a part of that cut out that's not mine. Okay, so point is, it wouldn't take that much to really get that property totally fenced in for cattle. But yourself, the thing to do is like we did at supper. We should have made a framework. We should have had a really good frame, because we put up metal. And I didn't know that the wind was that fierce out there. The wind can get bad because there's no trees to stop it. You know, when the wind was to come through there, yeah, whips some. So far we haven't been blown away. Serious, because our trailers were not secured to the ground, and they really should be. So I'm just telling you, if anybody out there ends up with my digs, it's really, I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to be doing something. I like having a place in the middle of the country where you can get away from the borders, and it's not in town, so you're not with all the people, although the people are around you still. I don't know what's going to happen in the end if things go haywire. You guys, family, my daughter, my grandkids, your families, you need to take my address to my property in Colorado. You need to write it down, because you need to find your way there. And it's real easy. It's really easy to get there. Just ask me. You don't got to go through any cities. I mean, it's freeway all the way, even from Pennsylvania. You take 80 out of Pennsylvania, headed to the West Coast. Take 80. Well, I'm just an hour down from 80. My property. It's real convenient. You don't have to go through cities at all, because if you take that little exit, it's a little teeny town, but it's an exit off the freeway, off of Highway 80. And then you just go south for an hour. And then there's a little jig jog, and then there I am, you know. But what always freaks me out about is I don't like driving in the city. When I don't know the city, if I know it, that's different. If I know where the roads are going and what to prepare for and all that stuff, but oh my God. And then someone else doing the driving, you gotta trust their driving, so you don't know if you're gonna be scrambled on the road. Oh, I mean, I had phobias. I definitely had a phobia about that, because when we had to go to Denver, oh my God. It was just, I don't like driving in traffic. And all the lanes coming in and out, and you're not knowing which way they're going and stuff. And I always had to go right down in the middle of all that. When we were doing our licensing for marijuana, we had to go down there. This was for our medical card in the very first place. You know how, what is it, Blue Shield? There's a Green Shield. Over in Denver, there's a green Shield of Cherry Hill or something like that. Or Cherry Creek, one of those. It could be Creek. Anyway, I will say it was a neat experience, although I don't like it either way, because really it should just be legal. Shouldn't have to go through all the hoops that everybody's having to go through. They should just forget about it, guys. You've made enough money off of it, you don't need to make any more. Or, you know, you can still make money, but you can free it up for the rest of us. If we can grow our own, so be it. You know, it's expensive either way. If you got the money to buy it, I'd be buying it instead of trying to do it, instead of trying to grow it. Because you can sure get some killer stuff out there now. Oh my. Went to a dispensary the other day. Oh, smells so good. I can't even imagine. It really did. It was a wonderful odor when you went through the door. So, that's neither here nor there. It's just it's time for things to be loosened up. and quit worrying about it. There's more. It's like I've said before, you know, I got bigger fish to fry. Talking about my life. I don't know how long I got. Why do we need to go through all this trouble? I think we are all puppets on a string. The government is in charge. And the powers that be that run the government, that run the world. It would be nice if everybody could be nice, but that's just not how it is. And yeah, without naming any names, don't you think certain people have sold out America? Think all those millions and who knows how many dollars that certain people got? What was that for? Selling out America. And who are these people that they can do that? They cannot. But someone thinks they can. And then powers that be, however that goes, you know, is letting them get away with it. What's the deal? What is the deal, people? Who does it take to stop this criminal activity? The ones that's running our government. You know, our children are going off to war to help other countries fight a war, but who knows who's really behind those wars. I do know that one of the prophecies of the last days is that every nation will fight over Israel. Armageddon. Armageddon is a place. There's going to be a big battle that might be called the Battle of Armageddon, but it is a place where battles have been from the beginning of time. Big battles. Israel's a big deal about that. So yeah, what's the deal with this little teeny country? Why is everybody against Israel? I don't get it. It's so for evil and good. But sometimes it's hard to know who's the evil one. I keep pulling my hair back. It looks terrible when I have it behind my ears because it makes a weird little lump in it. I was thinking it was my glasses doing that, but it's my ear because I just keep sticking it back there. Okay, so I rambled on. It's 45 minutes. I was talking about just one part of it. I drew out my property, okay? And it's on a little teeny postcard type of deal. Index card. So I'll show it to you. Okay. That's the shape of it. And this right up here that I have the lines drawn through, that doesn't belong to me, but the rest of it does. And this up here is a road. Okay, this is a dirt road. It's on the north side of the property, and on the south there is a fence all the way across the back. But it's a cattle type fence, okay? And that should be a half a mile, and this is a quarter mile. And I don't know how far this is, okay? And this is a guesstimate. This guy here has got 10 acres cut out of the middle of my property, because it should have been 80 acres all inclusive with this too. But somehow they got it all split up when they were selling it. And this guy here got 10 acres and the house and the barn, Quonset, stuff like that. And then this one here, this is a road. So this is a guesstimate, but there's like a fence along there. I think it might even be up here. It's like I said, it's a guesstimate. There's a fence across there. And then, yeah, it probably is a little bit in between there. So this is a road. You come in off the road here and you go all the way here. There's a well. And then I've got a building up here on, this is, you go up a hill a little bit. This is on a little hill. And it's a 20 by 30 metal building, and it's on a cement foundation an overkill type cement foundation. I think it was at least 6 inches. I do not know. I can't remember for sure. But Joe was saying that we could get a backhoe or some type of, I think it would be a backhoe. Something where you can grab onto that building, the cement, and then pull it to the other side of the property. Because over here, yeah, over here, right over here is where the power is, okay? So the power's here, the well is way over here. We got a barn. I need to draw that in there. There's a barn over here. And, let's see, a barn. I think over here is a shed. There's lean-to type shed here, but there is a shed. I'm gonna have to turn that around and look. Let's see, go in off the road there. Okay, I had to turn it around, so I was going in off the road. So over here is a shed. I'm not sure the size, but I think at least a 12 by 12. It was used as a tack room for horses. So I've got it full of stuff right now. So I've got 4 trailers. I've got a metal building. It's made for a grow, okay? Plus you can use it for all other things, all kinds of things. I had my food storage in there for a while. I'm not sure how much is there. But no, we did. One year we did grow in there. And I got rid of most of those pictures. I need to get those pictures. Joe, if you'll share some pictures, that'd be cool. I used to have a bunch of pictures of the inside there when the lights were on and stuff. But anyway, so there's a little grow building that we made. I bought a container and had it brought to us. And then I paid for an electrician to come out and wire it in special. Plus they were supposed to give me a couple of extra outlets. I told them 3, but I think what it was I couldn't get any. I could only get a certain amount of power without going into the next phase or something. 3-phase, I don't know what they call that. But in the meantime, okay, so I'm trying to see. Yeah, over here where the power is. So this is where you drive in off of the road right here. And then you can just continue around here that takes you to the well. And then up here, you go behind, you go around the well and up here, up a little hill, and there's that building. So this is a nice piece of property here. And half the property, I guess, would go from here that way. But see, then that breaks it up, and then one person doesn't have the well, one person doesn't have the electricity. So I do know that I checked into getting electricity, and it will take, I don't know if it went up. This was probably 3 years ago, maybe, or more. It was going to be $12,000 to get the electric from where it is over by our house. There's some poles up here that you can connect to, and then it was 6 poles, the 6th pole being the one that's right there by the building that has the box and all that stuff. I don't know if Joe was saying a transformer. I have no clue. All I know is it was going to be $12,000, and 6 poles was involved. But that included the box and all that stuff. See, so there could be a pole going to the building and then a smaller pole that the box is on. But we were going to have power to that building. And that would just make it really nice in there. Because it is insulated by being a building inside a building. And you're insulated from that cold, cold wind blowing. We just need to go in there and fix it up just a little bit. But my point of that building, and I'm the one who initiated getting that building and paid and paid and paid. I wanted it for a little tiny house because I didn't have a house, you know. But no, it ends up getting into the hands of those who think they're going to grow in it, and then they never did. and took over my building. What I had paid all this money for just sits there. And there goes my dream of my little house, you know. Yes, I'm going to have some candy. See, you're a witness. Very good. I missed out on the opportunity to go and get candy. With every holiday, the day after the holiday's over, you can get some good deals. Like on chocolate. All right. I like those. They got peanut butter inside. So I probably should say sayonara here pretty soon. But no, I am trying to figure out some things because I need to. There's a lot to work with on that property, there is. Let's see, okay, I could draw some more. There's a barn. There's a lean-to and a barn over here. And then there's a shed over there, and there's my metal building there, and then there's 3 trailer frames. One is a building we were living in, and yes, it did get mold in it. But we tore the walls apart and got rid of that, okay? I bought a trailer that was a project, and it was a gift from God, because I was living in a very small space, and this ended up just being right up the road. I mean, because every time I was looking, I've been looking for a trailer all that time, and every time I found something interesting, then you still got to pay someone to bring it to you, and they pay by the mile. I mean, they charge you by the mile, and then it's usually a long ways that you have to haul. So then you got permits, and it's got to be a certain age, and this and that and the other thing, and then you got to be worried about how you get it set up once you get on your property. I mean, they want everything, you know, all your ducks in a row type of deal. I found a trailer for a really good deal. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but I looked at it as a very good deal. And it's a project, okay? You got to get after the project. And I did buy the materials for the project. But we had a neighbor who we bought hay from, who had heavy equipment. He had big tractors and stuff. And so I called him and asked him if he would bring it home, because Joe wouldn't even let me go look at it until I had made sure I had a way to get it here to Colorado, not here, because I'm in Kennewick, Washington right now. But anyway, I was able to get that trailer. I'll just make it a long story short, but it was a struggle. Nevertheless, it was and it wasn't, because it fell right into place. I found the trailer, and here was the magic of it. It had been sitting empty for a long time, but it had a good roof. It had a new roof on it. And so what I want to say is, you know, like I just told you about the permits and the this and the that and how far away. And so this was, I was 4 miles down. My property is 4 miles off of Highway 14, okay? On a dirt road. So there's a dirt road that goes across Highway 14. It crosses over. And on the other side, about 4 miles down, was this trailer that had been sitting on this property, and they were wanting to have it moved and be able to use that property for something else. People had bought the property, they just wanted the trailer gone. I was just looking for a place that I could just make mine that was bigger. And I'm not somebody who has to have everything special, and I own my own land, so I just needed a way to get it there. So my neighbor agreed to do it. I'd already talked to him before, told him what a little space I'm living in, that I really needed something bigger. And then when I called him about that, and I told him, I'll pay you. He says, okay, I'll do it. Anyway, so he's got big tractors. So there's a couple of little videos on here on my channel where there's a tractor hooked up to a mobile home, an older one. And it's probably called a modular home, manufactured home, not just a mobile home. But anyway, so the gist of that is I was able to pay my neighbor. Didn't have to get permits. And all we had to do was cross over that one main road, okay, Highway 14, because it was 4 miles on the other side of 14, and I was 4 miles on the other side, this side, whatever, of 14. And then just a little jog. And so they pulled it to the property, backed it into where we wanted it, and dropped it off. Blessing. Not perfect or anything, but it was something to work with, and a big space that I could just go in and go to town. And we did. For a while we did. We got carried away, wanted to just move in. So, yes, it's 59 minutes. Just saying, there's all kinds of deals out there, and sometimes they're not worth having. It just depends on the situation. And yeah, there was mold. And I bought this stuff to do the outside walls. The paneling, the outside paneling. I've got that. So we got carried away building another building. I forgot there's another building he started. There's a lot of room out there. Plus I have 2 motorhomes, and I have a flatbed truck, a pickup, and I've got a box truck. I've got 2 tractors, a small one and a large one. And that's exciting to think I might have somebody who can work on all that stuff. That'd be really great. Superb. Anyway, I am going to say goodbye because it's over an hour now. You guys have a great day. I'm going to try to go about getting something else done instead of videos. In other words, I'm going to go through some clothes. I'm going to take some garbage bags back to the back. Teresa said whatever she left in that dresser could be donated, and so I'm going to go through it and do that. I've already got 4 bags of clothes out of my room, plus I could do more because I haven't opened up my suitcases. I just figured, anything that I don't absolutely love, I don't need to have. And then if I can see how I can use it, then I will keep some of it, because I would like to be a sharp-dressed woman. My sister Teresa is, whatever. I haven't been around, okay? But she's a little like Mother. Mother was a prissy pot. I used to tell Teresa she was a prissy pot, okay? But no, I'm not saying anything bad. I think it's very good to be prissy, to be pretty, to wear pretty clothes. And I haven't done that. But I know that I look good in them. So I need to get about that while I can. So, you guys, increase your shining moments. Is that a word from a song? I don't know. But that's a good thing to think about. Increase your shining moments. Don't let them pass away. Enjoy your little ones. Enjoy your husband, your wife. Don't forget how beautiful and wonderful a thing you have if you have a family. Serious business, guys. Not everybody has that luxury of having a family. Someone who cares about you. And yes, I came to the conclusion about that word acceptance. That's a really special word, being accepted. Because I correlated it and I figured it out how it felt, because coming home to visit my family, I was saying how nice that is, because you feel at home. You're comfortable because you're accepted, even though sometimes you're not. You guys all get over that unacceptance thing, okay? Do the best you can with your family and friends, and know that we all have the right to be who we are as long as we're not hurting somebody else. You know, there's all kinds of things that are at a battle, like me and my Papa Bear. He is I'm not trying to say anything bad. I want to say the words staunch believer, but he's wrong about some things. So it's like, I do good, but then I don't. Anyway, I've got to get off here. You guys have a great day, and I'll see if I can find something else trippy to read. That was a little too intense and too long, and I haven't read through those sections in the Doctrine and Covenants a lot. But they are revelations, so they ought to be trippy. And they are online for all the world to see, so I'm sure I can read them. But the best thing to do would be get the app on your phone or your tablet and have it read it to you. And just try to listen. Try to open your mind and listen. And believe that revelation is real. And it is by the power and gift of God that you can understand things, see things, read between the lines things. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go find something good to eat and something good to do. I'm going to go get some garbage bags and go unload some dressers. Get ready, because things are coming. Don't know when, but things are coming. And yes, right now my treatment for what I'm doing with my bones is set up here, but I'm sure there's got to be a way I can go ahead and get that approved somewhere else. Like if I have to go move somewhere else. But I don't want to move somewhere else as far as my treatments go, because I'm 30 minutes away maybe from where I have to go and have my infusion. It's a very pleasant situation, and it's not far away. If I go home to Colorado, oh my, I might have a long ways to go. Or I might just have 30 minutes also, because it might be in Sterling where I could have it done. But still, that involves a whole lot of driving and gasoline and things. Dad's car is so good on gas. Electric, you know, it's a Prius. Don't ever have to plug it in. It just charges as you're driving, which is really cool. Anyway, I gotta let you guys go. You guys have a great day. Happy trails and all like that. I'll never fall in love again until I find her. I found you. I don't know all the words, but I love that song. There's more to it, but I just can't seem to put it together right now. But it is a sweet song, and I want to dance with my significant other to it. I want to dance to that song and maybe act it out too. All right, you guys. Happy trails, really. Have fun if you can. Do what you can do to improve your shining moments. Bye.